perfectly aligned. So now we'll be live streamed, sir. So I think we should get started.
Sure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. A very good morning and a warm welcome to our YouTube channel, National Skills Network. I am Pratyusha. Today, we will be discussing on a very interesting topic. We'll be talking about one of its kind online skill competition, which you must have seen updates from our website and our social media channel and on YouTube as well. So CEMCA in collaboration with National Skills Network and Bharatiya Skill Development University, popularly known as BSDU, is organizing a one of its kind skill competition, which is online, of course, online skill competition, which is open, which is inviting applications from 8 Asian Commonwealth countries. The last date was supposed to end on 15th May 2023, but keeping the interest and the enthusiastic participation in mind, we have decided to extend the last date to 15th June 2023. We will talk more about, we'll go in depth and know more about the online skill competition. But before that, we have a very important guest with us who will will share his experience and will also share the importance of skill in today's world and the significance of organizing this kind of skill competition and why you should participate. So I would like to welcome Dr. Rajdeep Deb, who is the officiating dean of Bharatiya Skill Development University, BSDU. So welcome, a very warm welcome to you, sir. So before we share more about the skill competition, I would like our audience to know more about the growing importance of skills in today's world and why it is important with the nature of work constantly changing, and what is the signification of organizing these kind of skill competitions and why today's youth should consider participating in one. So over to you, Rajdeep, sir. Sir, you are not audible.
Yeah, so I guess I'm audible and visible too. Thanks, Pratyusha, for this opportunity, and thanks are due to National Skill Network for hosting me for this wonderful orientation sessions about CEMCA Skillfest 2023 that CEMCA in collaboration with National Skill Network and Bharatiya Skill Development University is organizing for the participants from Commonwealth of Nations. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the youth, although the age gap is 11 to 65. So not only youth, anyone who possesses some sort of skills in the designated 10 trades can join and participate and submit their entries. And there is a wonderful opportunity to showcase your skills to this Commonwealth of Nations, and not only Commonwealth of Nations, since it will be hosted as an online educational resources. So there is an opportunity to showcase your skill to the world rather. Coming back to the questions that you poses to me, that why one should have, or there should be a growing need of skills, that our youth or an individual should possess to not only flourish in their career, even in the personal domain also. So Pratyusha, like if I'll ask you in questions, it's not in questions, rather I would also want, like as an interviewer to be part of the discussion and deliberations. So if I'll ask you, like if you'll go to a mobile shop and if you, ask that I need to buy a mobile or you need to change your existing mobile. So what all you will be looking at, to figuring out that, or what all you will going to ask to the vendor, or the shopkeepers, or if you want to buy it in online, that some of the specifications or the functionality that you will be looking at while narrowing down one brand or in one model.
Yeah. So as a person who is in the field of content creation and content development, my first focus, primary focus would be on the camera and the RAM size of the phone. So I would ask specifications about these two things to the shopkeeper.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So the same holds good, like you are asking me that why skill is important. Now think from the employer point of view, the mobile that you are going to buy, the first functionality is that it whether I can make a call or not. Fine. But nowadays, no one is looking at the primary functionality. 5 years back, when you will be in the same shop, you will be asking, what is the whether I'll able to make a nice call. 2G is there, or an 3G is there. 4G is running on. 5G is, in some of the cities already there. Fine, but the main functionality of all those things was like whether I can make a call. Now it's become completely irrelevant. So in 21st centuries, right now, as we talk and as we evaluate our youth for the employability and similar kind of things, skilling is of course important, but the employers are looking at upskilling. What are the upskilling things that this guy is having? Employers are looking at, whether there is a cross skilling is there in the individual or not. Employers are looking at whether, multi skillings are there or not. Of course, skilling needs to be there. Fine. So same analogy with the mobile phone, like gone are the days when people will look at whether this guy is skilled or not. And of course, in an Indian context, of course, it's still paramount because skilling is not part of our culture. Skilling is not part of our education system. Of course, there are a lot of silver lining is there in the national education policy, but we are still waiting to get it implemented, all the facet of it. Fine. So the same, like the employers are looking at whether it's where is an opportunity of that individual upskilling. Take example, I'll cite one more example. Uh, there are, like if you go within 2021 data, there are 11 lakhs individuals are doing computer science, are enrolled for a computer science program in engineering discipline. 11 lakhs. Fine. And if I'll ask you that, evaluate those 11 lakhs individual in terms of upskilling, reskilling, cross-skilling, multi-skilling, situation is very pathetic. Why? Because someone knows little bit of coding here and there and going for a job market and, expecting and shine in the career. Whereas, like software development or an app development, you need to have a multi-skilling, you need to have a cross-skilling, you need to know about the graphics design, you need to know about the coding, you need to know about the testing and so many other things. But people are confined to little bit of knowledge about the computer science and little bit of skilling. That's it. Whereas the expectations like your mobile phone, that you need to have a good RAM, you need to have good graphics card, you need to have good resolutions, and you need to have a good camera and many more, expectations. Dil mange more rather. I'll quote from the advertisement of Sprite, Dil mange more, whereas your the vanity bag that you are having, is having something kind of little bit of knowledge about computer science and little bit of hands-on work here and there on coding. So this is very, 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 very paramount. The need of skill in the present job market, because bookish knowledge is not going to suffice. If you are not going to an ATM to withdraw money, and if you'll expect your employer that you have some knowledge about computer science here and there, and little bit of abbreviations here and there, and you can code few of the things, and then you expect from your employer that no, give me a job. My dear friends, it's not going to work.
Yeah. So, sir, this is like now we of course all know that the importance of skill and upskilling, reskilling is growing day by day. So how are these skill competitions going to help people, like if if they participate and if they submit their entries, if they like take interest in these skill competitions, do you think it is going to help them in actually building the skills they want, which they can use in the future, like in the career they might want to go in?
Yeah, this is a very important question. I'll not. I'll come back to the skill competition. Forget about the skill competitions. Why you should participate in a competitions? Think from that point of view and then take it to the skill competitions. Fine. So you just look at any competitions will give you an opportunity to demonstrate your talent, showcase what you know, because in any of the, because if you look at our learning curve, our most of our education systems are like knowing, remembrance, and writing them, remembering them and vomiting them in the, I'll say, I'll use the word this, we are writing them in the answer script of your all those so-called examination, be it competitive even, hardly there isn't any applications of your knowledge is involved in all those things. You can mug up 20 different things and 10 the things will vomit it up and you will can score good marks in all your examinations. But where is an opportunity for you to demonstrate your application of the knowledge? Competition is the arena. One. The second aspect about the competition is that it will tell you where you stand. This is also very important. We all are doing our day-to-day things. We are all are performing. But we can only excel when we perform at our potential. These competitions will tell you where your potential lies. Even looking at your, like peers, you'll got to know that this is the level, and with little hard work, with little smart work, I can go there. So these competitions are the arena. Competitions are the platforms that A, you'll able to showcase your talent. B, it will tell you where the world stands, where your peer stands. So irrespective of skill competitions or any other, we should all participate in competitions of whatever way it comes, wherever your mutual interest fits. Because these are the platforms where you will able to not only showcase your talent, B, you will know that where you should go. Because if you don't know where you want to go, you can land anywhere. Fine. The B, coming back to your questions of skill competition. Now, why one should participate in a skill competition? Of course, the two advantages that already I outlined are part and parcel of skill competitions too. You can able to demonstrate your skills by participating in this skill competition. B, you will got to know about, like where you stands, where your skill stands compared to your peers. But the most important aspects, about in skill competition is that these skill competition are tasks based. Fine. And these tasks are derived from real life. A, B, from the real industrial scenario. Let's suppose I am a welder. Fine. So I know good at welding, like I try my hand doing the simulators and, like I know how to do welding. But all those simulators cannot replicate the real environment. Let's suppose where I'll be, my working area will be there. If it is not dust proof and I am doing an high-end welding, I'll not able to replicate this in the simulators. So in simulators, I am excellent. I am number one. Already simulator has ranked me A, B, C, D, all competencies. You are perfect. You are world best welder. Fine. But when you participate, when you do real welding, the real industrial scenario, fine. This cannot be replicated with all those things. So skill competitions give you this kind of opportunity because you need to demonstrate your real in real skills, A, and B, real life scenario. Fine. You might be welding at deep sea. You might be welding at, like a dusty road. Fine. So there you need to demonstrate your skills, and the same thing replicated in the skill competition. So it will give you the confidence as an skill practitioners of your trade. The which is again very, very important, aspect, that the activities in all those skill competitions are designed to focus on capacity building. Fine. So when your activity are designed to build your capacity or enhance your capacity, obviously, like it's not only the learning, it's the ensuring the learning participations, like let's take examples, normal examples of like examinations. We give examinations. So examinations at times, like what I know, people are evaluating me on this. But there are exams, like these examinations, the skill competition, these are the exams which not only evaluate you what you know, also it will evaluate you that with all those learning where you can go. Because you are challenged with real industrial scenario. So this is a really different, than conventional one. I hope I was able to address that part of your questions.
Yes, sir. It was really clear. Like it was also very insightful for our audience, and I'm sure they must have understood what points you were trying to focus on here. So before moving forward, I would like to tell our audience that if you have any questions, any queries regarding the competition, the online skill competition, you can share them in the chat, in the live chat. We'll take them up in towards the end of this session, and we'll try to answer as many queries as possible. So before so before moving towards and showing the CEMCA Skillfest website to our audience, I would like you to share some important aspects of this competition, sir, CEMCA Skillfest 2023, so that our audience has a better idea like what they can expect from this competition.
Yeah, so these competitions, like these times we are doing it for quite some time. But these times when the National Skill Network, CEMCA and BSDU collaborated, we took it. In BSDU, basically, we are doing these kind of skill competitions from last 3 years. And also, like there is a national skill competition is there, world skill competitions are there. So our people actively, I mean, our student, our trainers, our faculties at their different role participate in a big way. So in our university, we have this culture of skill competitions, and our evaluations are, skill evaluation. I mean, the competency-based evaluations, because the real learning lies over there. We have a master's program in, like again, I'll take one example, very interesting, that how all people should know about all those things, like if they feel like, okay, I don't have a job, like people, or I don't getting desired salaries, from my employers, and all kind of, like people keeps on complaining about this. So they should know, like last year itself, like I, for my master's program, I interviewed, like this is the entries are on a personal interview based. So I evaluated one of the candidates. So he's a mechanical engineer, so he's supposed to know, and he applied for our automotive skills. So in one of the questions I asked him, like, do you have any idea about the well filter? So the poor guy was wondering like anything, well filter, and he is looking. So I thought, like, let me help him. So what I said, like, see, like water bottle is there in my table. Do you think the well filter looks like this way? He immediately, yes, sir, exactly, like it is like water bottle. So you just imagine an automotive engineer within 4 years, spending on this. He's telling me that well filter looks like a water bottle. But I don't blame him. My all empathy are for him only. Because, like he has seen well filter on the board. And while talking about the well filter on that day, if the teacher has made a big longer line to draw that well filter, so he took inspiration from there. Or if his teachers, or he might have searched in, like in Google, and the image was little bigger. Sometimes what happens, no, we as a teacher has always a tendency, let us show us big, so that the last boy in the sitting in my classrooms will also able to see it. But like showing them big is like also I'm throwing him to all the guesswork from his own perceptions. But whereas the practice supposed to be like this, you need to give him a well filter and you can ask him, go and change the well filter. But so he will get a real world scenario. So same, the skill competitions give this kind of opportunities to the learners when they participate, because they will be working on the real things. They will be showing the real, like you also showed one of your this one. They will be working with real tools when they will be creating those videos. So the CEMCA Skillfest 2023, which is in collaborations between the CEMCA, BSDU, and NSM, is an opportunity for all those people, to demonstrate their skill and competency involving real world scenarios, real world tools that they will be using in the workplaces. And I must congratulate, like Madhuri ma'am and the CEMCA directors, while coming up with all the traits, they kept in mind the traits are relevant to the people of this subcontinent, because most of the Commonwealth countries falls under the subcontinents. So they design all not designed, like they selected those traits in such a way that reflects, the cultural, the skill level, and the competency level of the people from this subcontinent.
Yeah.
And the next phase, like if you could take us to the websites, and by showing the website, if you'll discuss more, that will be more pertinent for
Absolutely, sir.
the
Absolutely.
viewers. Yeah.
I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah. So, like Rajdeep sir mentioned, we have like you can apply from, like you can select and apply from 10 different trades, whichever skill, whichever trade you think you have the right skills, you can just select that trade, and you can record a video of yourself showcasing yourself demonstrating that particular skill and register. So here you are viewing the CEMCA Skillfest official website, for which we'll leave the link in the description box of this video, or we can share it on our social media also. So please follow us on our social media channels for regular updates about the CEMCA Skillfest 2023. So as you can see that the last date of the Skillfest is 15th June 2023, which, as we mentioned, has been extended. It was before 15th May, but showing the interest and enthusiasm, we have extended it to 15th June. So by coming to the website homepage, you can see all the 10 trades like agriculture, beauty, wellness, fashion, apparel, food processing, then green jobs. Green jobs, of course, is going to be one of the most important sectors in the future, because we keep hearing about the importance of moving towards green jobs in the future for sustainability and other reasons. And handicraft, handloom and weaving, media entertainment, welding, woodwork and carpentry. So here we have also recorded two videos, one in English and one in Hindi, for you to better understand how to register and what are the guidelines and all. And by going to the about section, here clicking on the about section, you can see what this competition is all about, what are the objectives, and what the important part, of course, what are the instructions for you guys, for the participants. Like you can see the age group, like sir mentioned, it's not only for the youth, it's for anyone between the age 11 to 65 years. So if you are not participating, and your father, grandparents, whoever has the right skills and want to participate, they can of course participate. And here are the instructions to create and share the video. How you can create the video, how you can share them with us, the video duration 5 to 10 minutes, and other important details. You can find it all here. And by clicking on the register now button, you can go to the register now page, where you can see the form and a video. This video, in this video, the do's and don'ts to create and submit the video has been clearly mentioned. So it will be it will be good for you to view the to see the video once before you applying, before you entering your before entering in the competition. So going down, you can see the registration form, first name, last name, and all other things. And here your identification proof is also needed, and you can enter your entries only once. So as I mentioned, we'll leave the link for this website in the description box below, and of course we'll keep sharing the updates as and when needed. So sir, if you want to add
so just on my side, thank you, you have wonderfully explained. Let me summarize everything. So the age group is 11 to 65, so anyone from schools to anyone beyond 40. They are also youth with some more experience, rather, I'll say this way. You can participate. The last date, please don't remember, the last date is 15th of June, and it's not going to get exceeded anymore. You can participate as an individual, you can participate as a group. When it will be a group, it will be a group of 3 people. Any tools, any facility that you will be using, please make sure that you should have a proper permissions, because all those things are going to be there. All your submissions, and particularly the winning entries, are going to be a part of CEMCA's open educational resources. So you should get all the requisite permissions, if required, from your end, and before showcasing your schools using any tool or any branded materials or any facility also. Right. Then instructions for video recording, like nowadays, we are, all youths rather are not youths, almost all age group people are very much, conversant with the video recording. So no special instruction on that. You all know how to record your own video and the video of your near and dear ones. But please make sure while submitting those videos that we are expecting has to be in a landscape. So don't make it in a portrait way. While recording, you need to keep in mind the durations. Because we already received a lot of entries and we extended our dates. So if only the entries that we received till now, if they will get doubled also, you imagine, but anyway, we are committed to evaluate all your entries. So please make sure that they are limited to 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anything beyond that, because this could attract, cancellation of your entries. And last but not least, please make sure while submitting the video, it needs to be in MP4 format, A, and B, don't use selfie videos, don't try to shoot yourself by looking, because, this doesn't look nice, because world is going to see you. So a lot of stands are available. You can ask your near and dear ones to shoot your video while you are performing the skills. So yeah, these are the basic things that I would like to share with everyone, or I would like to remind. Already you have, explained it nicely. It is already articulated very nicely in our website, exclusive website for the Skillfest. But still, I want to remind you about the major points.
Of
That's it.
course, of course. And one more thing I would like to add here is that if you are entering, like if you are recording the video in your regional language, explaining the skills in your regional language, then please make sure to add captions to that video so that it will be easier for our judges to understand. And now you must be wondering what would be the prizes. The prizes are all exciting prizes you are going to get. Everything is mentioned on the website page. You can come here and visit and see yourself that what prizes you are going to get if you win the competition. So we hope that we have kind of addressed all the queries, questions, whatever you guys had in your mind about this competition. So now I'll just stop sharing my screen so that we can have a closing statement and see if we have any questions from the participants, and we can take that up. So I'm not currently able to see any questions. I think we have kind of addressed all the points, sir. If you would like to add anything to it, then please go ahead and add. And then we can, I think, say goodbye to our audience for today.
Yeah, same here for me. I also don't have access to the screen because we are doing it through Zoom.
Yeah.
So if any, and I guess you are doing it in live stream in YouTube, so I don't have
Yes.
an access, so I can't see anything, any questions. But don't not to worry. If at all any questions are there, I can go to the channel of National Skill Network and can answer them personally also.
Absolutely.
So Pratyusha, to conclude, like all the stakeholders, all the stakeholders from uh, the skill domain in our country or even in the world, like working hard, and particularly, the stakeholders from our country, India, are working hard to make India the skill capital of the world, because we have this demographic dividend available with us where, like every 50%, more than 50% of the populations are youth. And if you are able to equip them with the right skill and competencies, they can serve the world with their expertise. We have already done it in the IT domain. The expertise and the competency of the people are, they are the flag bearer of our country. In these domains, this is a high time that we should take it to the manufacturing, because like it has to be an holistic, like as an individuals, if my education is not holistic, then like it doesn't serve the purpose. The same holds good for all the sectors. It has to be an holistics. Of course, we are doing great at IT and associated fields. It is a high time that the other trades, other fields should come up, and all the youth of our country should take the emerging opportunities, that are available in those trades, on those domains, and equip them with the right skills. Like, and when I mention about the skills, it's not about the skilling process, it is the upskilling process. Upgrade yourselves to the next level of what you know or what skill you possess, and then put all the cross occupational skills in your expert, in your resume. Try to have more multi-skilling, facet to that. Believe me, there is, all the job in the world are for you only. But if you come up with what I know, and if you tell people that, okay, give me the job, believe me, gone are the days. Google has all the answers. People will not hire you for this kind of job until and unless if you have the skills in your hand. If you have your skills in your hand, you will not only flourish in your job, you can be an entrepreneur because you are confident enough. I know what I want to do, and then you can give an employment to 10 other people. And this is how all those skilling nations, like where the vocational educations are part of the major part of the education system. Countries like Germany, countries like Switzerland, countries like Finland has done miracle. Countries like Japan, done miracle. Countries like South Korea, China is also doing, but in a different aspect. And this is a high time for us that we should not only develop those skills, we sharpen our skills, we hone our skills, and make a mark for ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I hope our audience keep whatever important and key points you shared about skills and the importance of skills in their mind, and they start building their skills and they become multi-skilled professionals in the future. So I would like to thank you, Dr. Rajdeep, for joining us in today's live session. And I would like to thank all the audience who watched our YouTube video live. It will be on our YouTube channel going ahead in the future also. So whoever have missed or joined late, you can still watch it later. And if you have any queries, you can of course comment in the video. We'll try to answer all your queries, and we'll continue to share updates regarding the CEMCA Skillfest 2023 in all our social media channels and on YouTube as well. So do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media channels. So thank you so much. Thank you once again for joining us.